What's going on, guys? My name's Connor, and today I review for you guys on the Louis Vuitton Supreme Danube PM in the black color. So I'm going to be bringing down all the details of this bag, unboxing it, as well as trying it on. So if you guys do enjoy this kind of videos, make sure to like, subscribe button, as it really does help out my channel and give it additional more people. And while you're at it, make sure to claim your 4 free stocks on Webull. I click the link below. All you got to do is sign up. You get 2 stocks for free and another 2 after your first deposit. So without further ado, let's get right into the review. Alright guys, so first things first, before I open up the box, I want to go over a few things. First off being the retail cost as well as market. So this bag retailed at $2,410 USD. So obviously after taxes, shipping, however you bought it, you're paying close to $2,700-ish. And this was back in January of 2017 when the iconic Louis Vuitton and Supreme collaboration actually happened. But market on this bag is going to be around $3,500 right now. And how did I come up with that number? That is the median of all sales on StockX since this bag has been listed on there. So since 2017, when they first added this to StockX and people were buying and selling it, the average sale was $3,500. Right now, the highest bid is about $3,000 and the lowest ask is about $6,000. So I feel like once the bid goes up to 3.5 to 4-ish range, then it's going to end up selling, and then we'll see a little bit of market adjustment. But obviously we'll have the classic Louis Vuitton box right here. The font or the color of the Louis Vuitton right here should be a very dark navy. That's a dead giveaway on fakes versus reals. So some of you guys asked for little details that can give away whether it's real or fake. That is a little detail right there. It should be dark navy. And obviously we got the little sand color box. Some people say orange. I don't really know. It's just a Louis Vuitton color. And I'll just open it up for you guys. Obviously it's completely magnetic on the front, as you guys can tell. And so opening it up, we'll have everything that this item came with when it was purchased from the store or the pop-up. That's where they bought it. You guys can see the little receipt right here, which will show all the items that they have. I made sure to Sharpie out their name and personal information, so you guys can see they bought the keep ball, they bought the card holder, they bought this Danube, they bought the other one. I believe this is the one that's in red, and they also bought the Supreme Louis Vuitton bandana, which I've had but I haven't done a review on because I'm not too sure if you guys would be interested on that. But let me know if you guys do want to see that, because I can definitely get that for you guys. But setting this to the side, you guys will be able to see the little Louis Vuitton ribbon right here that they give out, which is a nice little compliment. I personally keep these, or I'll throw them in the box and store them there, because if I ever sell them, it's a nice little compliment to put in the effort of tying this around the box, and I usually do when I ship orders out. So I do keep that, and I'll set this to the side as well. And then we'll have this little folder which will hold the card, as well as the which will hold the card that will have the materials and the little stickers and also the little booklet. That's where they store them, but obviously they fell out right there if you guys can see it. So I'll set that to the side and show you guys a little booklet. And this booklet, most of the Louis Vuitton booklets will just say Louis Vuitton, but obviously since the collaboration, they have the Supreme down here. Most of this will not be in English, but it looks like this page is. So if you guys want to pause and check it out, you guys are more than welcome to, but I don't want to spend too much time on it, as I know that most people watching this video don't really care to see this. They want to see the bag, so I'm trying to speed this up for you guys. And then this is the card that will go over the materials. One side will not be in English, which is this side. If you guys speak this language, I believe it's French, then you guys can obviously read it. But this is the side that will have the material. So obviously we have the cowhide leather. I believe it's referring to the trimming. And the man-made interior lining, which I'll show you guys when I show you guys the bag. So setting that to the side, we will have the beautiful dust bag right here, which will have Louis Vuitton, and the font will be in a very dark navy, just as the box should be. So if it's black or if it's a light blue, whenever people try to sell me stuff, the first thing that I do, honestly, is just zoom on to the dust bag, because most items will come with the dust bag. Most of the fakes even come with the dust bag. And so I'll just tell right there that if it's a light blue and it's a thin font, then it's fake, and I don't really need to look any further. It will look a little bit thinner on the smaller dust bags if you guys are buying backpacks with the locks and the keys, but that's beside the point. That's just something to look for. And then obviously we'll have the Supreme Louis Vuitton Danube right here. And let me just set the box and everything to the side so you guys' focus can be completely on the bag. So here's what it looks like. I'll give it a little bit of spin in the lighting. You guys can tell it's in beautiful condition. Here's what the side looks like. Here's the other side. This is a little bit hard to do with one hand, sorry about that. And yeah, it's the Epi leather one, and obviously we have the bigger size in the black colorway. So when it came to the Danubes, like I showed you on the receipt, the person that had purchased this originally had purchased multiple of them. They have a small, which is the PPM, versus the PM, which this one is, and they also had a red and a black for each of them. So obviously this is the black one. The red one goes for a little bit more, but I did not really want to go for that one, as I'm more of a person who likes to wear black because it will go with pretty much every outfit, and I don't really have to have an item that's super stand out. This is just a little bit more like, okay, if you know, you know, and it does catch some eyes because a lot of people are familiar with this bag and know what it goes for. So obviously I have this pocket right here, which actually I don't want to say obvious because a lot of people do not know about it. It's big enough to basically hold maybe a small wallet if you guys have like a card holder, some change, cash, whatever else. Then obviously you have the big pocket, but I want to wait to show you guys that just a second. All the hardware on this bag is going to be completely silver toned. You can tell by the zipper, you can tell on the hardware that's on the strap, and this strap is also going to be completely adjustable, as you guys can tell right here. I believe I have it on the loosest setting, if I'm not tripping. Yeah, this is the loosest setting. And then also we have this little shoulder thing right here, which just makes it a little bit more comforting, especially when you guys are holding a little bit of weight in here. So if you got a couple water bottles and it begins to get a little bit heavy, I don't want to say heavy because you can't really fit too much in here, so it doesn't really get heavy, but to the point where it would be a little bit uncomfortable to not have this. This honestly does come in clutch, and it just keeps it on your shoulder and kind of keeps it from moving around. Obviously you can move this and slide it up and down depending on how you wear the bag. But yeah, let me just unzip it for you guys. Hopefully I can do it with one hand. I've kind of learned to do things with one hand from making all these videos with only one hand. Soon maybe I'll buy like one of those cameras that just kind of is up here, and then I can use both hands to do the unboxing like a lot of the bigger YouTubers do. That's a little expensive, and I'm not really making too much YouTube money, so I'll have to probably wait on that. But here's the Louis Vuitton heat stamp. You guys can see Louis Vuitton Paris, made in Italy. And then the bottom part is not in English. I'm not really going to try to pronounce it, but you guys can see the 2017, which is obviously when it was released. And then in here we kind of have a suede material. I'll try to show you guys as best as possible. But we're just going to have one little pocket in here, and then we're going to have the main compartment. So it is like a suede. Yeah, this is probably the best way to show you guys. And hopefully you guys can see the little flap right there, which is just kind of like a little divider. So you got a little pocket to hold some stuff, and then you also obviously have the big interior. And you have a lot more to hold in here than you guys do the smaller one. I also did review the smaller one on my channel, so make sure to go ahead and check that out after the video, and also check out some other videos as I review some of the craziest type of designer items on YouTube, so make sure to go ahead and check them out. But we got the pocket on the front, we got the pocket on the inside, and then obviously you have the main compartment. So you guys are still able to hold, I would say if I was absolutely filling up this bag, I would be able to fit wallets, cash, keys, receipts, and a couple water bottles. This is about the height and size of about 2 water bottles-ish. So if you're holding 2 water bottles, you got a couple small items to fit on the small pocket on the interior and then the one on the exterior. That is how you're gonna fill this bag up. And I know that you guys probably aren't gonna use this bag just to carry waters, but I'm just trying to give you guys a little bit of perspective onto the size because you guys might not be able to tell completely by the video. But here's the most popular way of wearing this bag, which is obviously gonna be around the shoulder, showing it in the front. I like to wear the side on the outside that has the sup versus the ream. I don't know, that's usually how people wear it. And also you guys have access to this pocket right here. And the inside does feel like suede. I don't necessarily want to say suede when I'm not 100% sure. But if you guys have ever been to a jewelry store and you set your jewelry that you're buying or selling on the counter, and they give you that small little plate that has like that fabric kind of material, that is kind of what this feels like. So super soft. And if you guys have precious items on the inside, because of the layering of the epi leather as well as the suede-ish materials, you guys don't have to worry about anything getting damaged unless you have multiple items like that in the bag, and they might move around and obviously hit each other. But this is not the way that I would wear the bag. Oh yeah, also I haven't showed you guys, but they have the Louis Vuitton right here. So obviously people know that it's not just Supreme, it is a collaboration between them and Louis Vuitton. But the way that I wear this bag is around the back side. And I say this pretty often when I wear the keep alls, but I am not someone who really needs to like flash it. And I also like to have some room with my arms. I actually have pretty long arms, as you guys can probably tell. So I like being able to move them, being able to hold other stuff. Let's say that I'm walking around carrying a folder or whatever, or I'm working, whatever, and I'm wearing this bag just as a compliment. I don't know, I wouldn't really wear this in a professional setting, to be honest with you guys, but I just like having the room with my arms to do what I need to. And also you can just tell it's high quality based on the strap right here. There's not going to be a low quality bag that has this quality of leather with this textile lining, obviously, that I already mentioned. And the shoulder strap is obviously very comfortable. As I mentioned, I have it straight over my shoulder. Hopefully you guys can see that. And yeah, it's just a really good looking bag. And compared to the other bag that I reviewed on my channel, the smaller, the PPM, this is obviously the PM, I love this one way more because it holds a lot more, it's a lot more noticeable, and it feels like it's actually useful. The other one I would pretty much only wear when I was going to a casino because I would use it to hold cash and whatnot. But this one, I can hold whatever I need to. Honestly, if I was going to the beach and I wanted to have a change of shorts, I could fit that in here and whatever. It's just a lot more noticeable and it's a lot better in my opinion. But something kind of fascinating that I found out when I was doing research before making this video was that the market trend kind of shows that the smaller one is going for more money, which is very, very, very interesting to me. One, because let's talk about keepalls for a second. Keepalls, if you're buying a 45, it's almost always going to go for less than the bigger size. And these, I was extremely surprised because it seemed like the bigger red ones were going for more than the smaller red ones. But when it came to the black color, it was very consistent that the smaller ones were going for more. I don't know why that is, but that's just the way it is. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know why you guys think it is the way it is. Let me know what you guys think of this bag. Do you guys think it's worth the $2,400 retail cost? Do you guys think it's worth the $3,500 market value that we have right now? What do you guys think of this bag? Do you think it's overrated? Do you think that people that wear this are just wearing it to impress other people and it's not going to hold its value? Because the way that I look at it, people hate and say like, oh, you spend so much stuff on this. Why don't you just put it into real estate or invest it? To be quite honest with you guys, I do invest it. I put it on YouTube to grow my audience for my business. I do it to help you guys, and I'm really passionate because honestly, I don't really get paid by YouTube. But for a lot of these items, I have the opportunity to sell them later on and make a little bit of money off of them. Because obviously at the beginning when these were first selling, they were actually going for a bit closer to the retail cost. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that they started going up. They started about 3,000 once they first released, and then they dipped down to about 2,000 market value, and then they've gone stably up during that time. So if you guys are purchasing now for closer to that $3,000 mark, you can expect to sell it for about 4,000 in a couple years from now if the market keeps going the way it is. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about this bag, any questions in general on the market, or just any questions in general, make sure to leave it down in the comments so I can answer it for everyone. And if it's a little bit more personal question, if you guys need help sourcing something, make sure to message me on Instagram at connor.langley and also leave a follow. And if you guys are at this point in the video and you guys have not already liked and subscribed, that is the way that you can help me. A lot of people ask like, oh, what do you charge to source this item for me? What do you charge to help authenticate this item? Don't pay me. I'm not going to ask for you guys' money. The way that you guys could really help me is just leaving a like and subscribing, because it gets my videos shown to more people and it grows my audience, and it just really helps me so I can review more and more of the craziest items on YouTube. And sooner or later, I do want to start giving away items like this to subscribers once it makes financial sense, because I would be losing so much money right now because I'm not really making any money off of YouTube. But once it makes sense, I promise you guys that is something that I want to do. But let me know any questions. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.